Welcome to the Tool Insider. When disaster strikes and the power goes out, these 8 emergency power tools can genuinely save your home and keep your family safe. Here's what you need. You ever lose power in the middle of a project? Frustrating, right? That's where a portable power station comes in, your silent guardian when the grid goes dark. Think of it as a giant battery pack on steroids, capable of running your fridge, lights, even your power tools without the noise or fumes of a gas generator. Brands like EcoFlow and Jackery are leading the charge here. These things aren't just for emergencies. They're game changers for DIYers. Need to run a miter saw in the backyard? No problem. Want to charge your laptop while you work in the garage? Easy. And the best part? You can recharge them with solar panels, so you're not just prepared, you're self-sufficient. To get the most out of it, pair it with a high-wattage tool you'd normally need an outlet for, like a circular saw or a shop vac. Plug in, power up, and keep working like nothing happened. Worth every penny when the unexpected hits, because it always does. All right, listen up, because if a storm just turned your backyard into a jungle of downed branches and fallen trees, you need a cordless chainsaw, and you need it yesterday. No gas, no pull cords, no waiting, just squeeze the trigger and you're cutting. This is the tool that turns panic into progress in minutes. Ego and DeWALT dominate this space, bringing serious power without the fumes or the fuss. You're not wrestling with a gas can or yanking a cord that doesn't want to start. You're getting to work. Battery life is key, so grab a spare and swap it out when the first one drains. Keep the chain sharp, tension it right, and let the saw do the work. Don't force it. And remember, this isn't just for storms. Limbing, pruning, cutting firewood, it's your go-to for any outdoor cut. Worth owning because when the next storm hits, you'll be the one helping the neighbors, not waiting for help. All right, listen up, because we're talking about the unsung hero of your DIY arsenal, the Inverter Generator. When the grid goes dark and your neighbors are scrambling for candles, you'll be the one keeping the lights on, the fridge running, and your power tools humming. This isn't just any generator. This is a Honda EU2200i or a Champion 2000-watt stackable, the kind of machine that gives you multi-day backup power without waking up the entire block. Why is it a game changer? Because it's quiet, efficient, and pumps out clean power that won't fry your sensitive electronics. Think laptops, phones, even your fancy miter saw. No more flickering lights or surges to ruin your work. And here's the kicker. These things are portable. Toss one in your truck for a tailgate power-up or keep it stashed in the garage for the next storm. Want to get the most out of it? Run it for a few hours, let it cool, then refuel. Don't push it to the max. Give it breathing room, and it'll keep you powered up for days. Oh, and keep that fuel stabilizer handy. Nobody wants a gummed-up carburetor when you need it most. This is your backup plan, your safety net, your DIY lifeline. Get one, and you'll never be left in the dark again. Pro tip, always store it with an empty tank or with fuel stabilizer to keep the engine happy and ready to roll. All right, listen up. When you're staring at a wall that needs to vanish or a pipe that's got to go, you don't reach for a hacksaw and hope for the best. You grab a reciprocating saw, your rescue blade, your demo beast, your get-out-of-jail-free card. This thing doesn't care what you throw at it. Nails, wood, PVC, metal, even tree roots if you're tackling that overgrown backyard project. DeWALT and Milwaukee build these things tough. Vibration control, tool-free blade changes, and enough power to make quick work of anything standing between you and progress. No more wrestling with pry bars or cursing at stubborn screws. Just plunge the blade in and let it rip. Want to swap out a bathroom vanity? Cut the old one free in seconds. Need to open up a wall for new wiring? Done. Emergency storm cleanup? This is your chainsaw for tight spaces. Here's the pro move. Keep a metal cutting blade and a wood cutting blade on hand at all times. That way you're always ready. No excuses, no delays. This isn't just a tool. It's your ticket to fearless DIY. Own it, and nothing stays in your way too long. You're rolling down the driveway, Kaya strapped to the roof, when you hear that telltale hiss. Low tire. Grab the Milwaukee M18 inflator, clip it to your packout, and in 90 seconds that sidewall's back at 35 psi. No cord, no gas station, no drama. This isn't just a bike pump in a fancy jacket. 12-volt brushless motor pushes 120 psi, plenty for car tires, trailer wheels, air mattresses, even the raft you planned to float down the river tomorrow. The digital gauge locks on your target pressure. The unit auto-shuts off when you hit it so you don't turn your raft into a parade float. Ryobi's version runs off the same 1+ batteries you're already using for your drill and circular saw, so you're not buying another charger. Keep one in the truck, one in the garage, and you'll never kneel beside a roadside compressor again. Pro tip: preset the pressure before you start, then walk away. No babysitting, no overinflating. It's worth every penny when you're 10 minutes from launch, and the only thing between you and the water is 30 psi. All right, listen up. When the storm knocks out the power or you're out in the garage at 2 in the morning trying to finish that project, this LED work light is your new best friend. We're talking 1,500 lumens, bright enough to turn your backyard into a surgical suite. 10-hour runtime means it's not bailing on you halfway through, and weatherproof? Yeah, it laughs at rain, snow, and whatever else Mother Nature throws at it. Milwaukee and DeWALT are the names you trust, and these lights deliver where it counts. Clip it, hang it, stand it up. It's versatile, so you're not stuck holding a flashlight in your teeth while trying to wrench something tight. And here's the kicker: it's not just for emergencies. Need to light up a dark corner under the sink? Done. Working on the car? Perfect. Even illuminating your tailgate setup for a late-night project session, this thing's got you covered. Toss one in your truck, keep one in the garage, and never work in the dark again. Pro tip: angle it off a white wall or ceiling to bounce that light and cut down on shadows. Game changer. All right, listen up. Because when the basement turns into a swimming pool, you don't have time for hesitation. Meet the utility transfer pump, your new best friend in a crisis. We're talking about beasts like the Wayne VIP 160 and the Rigid 2.5 HP submersible, both packing 1,600 gallons per hour to turn that ankle-deep disaster back into dry ground fast. This isn't some delicate little gadget. It's built tough with cast iron internals, so it laughs at mud, debris, and whatever else your basement decides to toss its way. Just drop it in, plug it in, and watch the water vanish. No priming, no fuss. Perfect for when the sump pump quits or the storm drain backs up. Keep it stored near the basement, so when disaster strikes, you're not digging through the garage. And here's the pro move: hook up a garden hose to direct the water away from your foundation. That's how you save your home and your sanity. Worth every penny when the flood hits. All right, listen up. Because if you're boarding up your place before the storm hits, you need a cordless drill driver that won't quit on you. DeWALT and Makita are the names you can trust when the wind starts howling. This thing isn't just for hanging a picture frame. It's your ticket to securing plywood over windows, driving heavy-duty anchors into studs, and locking down everything that's not nailed down. No cords, no fuss, just raw power in your hand all day long thanks to those lithium-ion batteries that go the distance. You want speed? It's got variable settings to sink screws without splitting wood or stripping heads. Need torque? Crank it up and let it muscle through the toughest lumber. And when the job's done, toss it in your kit. It's ready for the next project, whether that's building a deck or assembling furniture. Pro tip: keep a spare battery charged so you're never left hanging mid-screw. This is the tool that turns panic into preparedness. Worth every penny when the skies turn dark. Those are 8 tools that could save your home when disaster strikes. Which one do you already own? Tell me below and subscribe to the Tool Insider to stay ready.